You know the saying where if you want to be successful at something, all you need to do is to copy or emulate someone who has already achieved that success. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Hey, what up, decisive marketers? Today we are going to be talking about CoCo. And what CoCo is a social media analytics and spy tool, something like that, right? And what why this tool is amazing is that you will be able to have insights of the Instagram profiles of anyone. So you can have the insights of yourself, your competitor, or maybe influencers that you may want to partner with, right? And you will then be able to see, say, someone who is being very successful in on Instagram. Okay, and you can see how they are growing. Then you can of course copy what they do, right? Or you can see what your competitors are doing that is good, and so that you can adapt certain uh, strategies that they're using, right? And on top of that, you can also find influencers that it will be good for you to partner with. And there's also an AI assistant that's going to help you to create content with the best hashtags so that you get your reach as much as possible. Right. So before I dive into CoCo, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more digital marketing and e-commerce content. Right. So here we go. So one thing that I'm impressed with CoCo is that they do have a very very nice UI UX, right? So this is the watch list. So the plan that I have right now is the agency plan, and you can watch up to 20 different accounts with the agency plan, right? So this is my Instagram profile. I'm not very active at all. In fact, you can see zero posts per day, but I can see, say, this is my followers. I'm following 921, and then what is my period engagement rate? So that means within a time period, what is the engagement rate that I have? The total engagement rate of the last 12 posts is 2.64%, and the number of posts per day, the total number of posts I have, the number of likes I have, average number of likes, average number of content, and when are the best engagements that I have, as well as the engagement hourly. Okay, so that you can see when is the best time to make a post, right? Make your content. Okay, then of course, if you have good, you have if you're more active, then of course, there'll be some data in here as well, which I don't really have. And of course, you can look at the sort of follower and following growth as well, right here, which I think is very very helpful. uh right. And I think you can leave certain comments on the particular profile itself, so it kind of like take notes right there, right? And then of course you can, so these are the same, right? So that's the watch list. Then of course, if you have the agency plan, you can do a comparison, right? So you have multiple accounts, you can sort of compare, which will be kind of the same data right here, but you're kind of comparing the numbers, right? And then going down, you can discover certain things, right? See, marketing, right? If you search for that, it's going to give you different pages and words or tags, okay, and tell you like how sort of the particular keyword is, or the hashtags are, right? So these are some of the very popular posts. Okay, you can look at the word that has mentioned marketing, you can look at the hashtags. Okay, and then of course lastly, you can look for influencers. So over here you can filter down in, say, the category. So say if you're looking for a someone in beauty, and say it's a makeup artist, you can click done and search. So these are the ones in beauty and they are makeup artists. Okay, so there's a lot of them um, right here. But one thing that I find is that most of them seem to be from India, I think, or maybe like Middle Eastern countries. Okay, right. I see very Muslim names and this, like it sounds like Arabic or something like that. Or Indian, like Nilufa should be Indian, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so they don't like, for example, Lat Maki. I'm not really sure about that. So as you can see, it's they don't have very broad database yet. So it seems like most of them, the profiles that they have are very restricted to certain areas. Okay, so I think that's the downside of CoCo. But otherwise, if you are from those locations, you are definitely going to get very, very good, you know, data that you can, list of influencers that you can kind of work with, right? Okay, so you can filter by the number of followers, the language that they're in, the engagement rate, right? So say if I were to set this to English, and then we'll just pick the makeup artist again, and we'll search again. Then so at least these are the ones in English, right? Okay, and you can set the like engagement rate, the posts per day, the number of likes, number of comments, and the the bio, if the bio contains certain keywords, right? Yep. So that is what you can do with CoCo. And then the last part will be the AI assistant, right? So of course this will not necessarily be very new to people who have always been watching my videos, because this is your standard kind of AI generator, right? AI text generator. So you can just kind of type in like generate something for me, and then what's the objective, like maybe like a call to action, right? And then the number of word count, the output, what kind of language do you want it to be, and what kind of content that you want to generate right here, the tone, the writing style, and test experimentation. Text experimentation, you can determine what level your readers are on for. Okay, so that means how, I think this is a very nice feature, is how sort of in the topic that you are in, like how the followers, how much do they actually know about that particular topic, right? So if they know something very basic, you can just choose basic. So for example, maybe like Facebook ads, like how to create a Facebook ad. That's something very basic, but someone advanced will be talking about, say, different strategies, right? So then that'll be your basic, intermediate, advanced right here. And how do you want to act as, right? So what's your position and the creativity level as well, so you can set that. So I think that in terms of the caption generator, it's a lot more advanced than the ones that we have come across, like those AI text generator. This one seems to be much more settings, a lot more control that you have in terms of the output. And then of course you got your hashtag generator, like what kind of topic you want to be talking about, so that they'll give you the hashtag ideas that you can use in your in your post itself, right? So overall, what I feel about CoCo right here is that I definitely feel the influencer database has to be improved on, especially when we talk about countries, a small country like Singapore, right? You can't be detecting people with say a million followers, because a million followers would be like 20% of the country, and there isn't that many Instagram users anyway, right? So that's the problem when you deal with a very very small country. So they have to look at the number of followers on a scale towards the entire population of the country, or the entire number of users within of Instagram in that country, so that they can be able to pull out more better data, or more influences to fill up that database, right? Rather than very very international kind of influences, or like artists, and then very huge influences in certain huge countries like India, or maybe like Pakistan. So I think that's something that is needs to be beefed up in CoCo. But I feel that this let me just kind of jump back in here, right? This profile in here is actually very very useful, especially if you are a influencer, right? If you are an influencer, you can just click on export. You have this, you can start sending this out to your clients who wants to engage you for social media promotion of their brand, right? So pretty much that's all I have about CoCo right here. I think overall, as an agency tool, for looking into competitors, I think it is very very useful. Maybe in terms of the influencer part, that may take some time, and then I think the AI tool helps you out as well. Okay, yeah. So overall, I think that this is still quite a very very useful tool. The design, the UI of it is brilliant as well. So at least the report comes out, it's still eye catching to your clients. So that's all I have to share about CoCo. If you enjoyed this video, do give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about CoCo right in the comments below. Lastly, if you know anyone who can benefit from CoCo, be sure to share this video with them. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.